Grappling requires numerous physical demands that make it much more difficult to prepare for than any other sport. You need the strength of a weightlifter, the speed of a track sprinter, the conditioning of a soccer player, and the coordination of a gymnast. Grapplers also do not have specific seasons. They have competitions all year and must be prepared to fight at a moment's notice. They do not have the luxury of peaking for a particular point. They must always be ready. How does one develop all these physical characteristics and stay healthy for the competition all year long? The answer is the Conjugate Method. The Conjugate Method was popularized by Louis Simmons and Westside Barbell in the late 1980s. The Conjugate Method consists of 4 components: max effort days, where you push heavy weight to get strong; dynamic effort days, to develop explosive power; the repetition method, to provide joint stability and build muscle; and last but not least, general physical preparedness, or GPP, to develop conditioning. You blend all 4 of these aspects into your weekly training simultaneously. You develop all of these aspects year-round instead of peaking for one day of lifting or one specific event. Why the Conjugate Method? Grappling is not linear. You don't just continuously get stronger, you will have plateaus. The Conjugate Method avoids this by implementing constant variation. Each week you push yourself on a different max effort exercise. For example, box squats one week, followed by front squats the next week. You rotate, adapt, and stay fresh. The constant variation allows you to prevent overuse injuries, keep the nervous system stimulated, and helps you build strength from weird angles, which is super necessary in grappling. The dynamic effort days reduce wear and tear on the joints and allow you to develop explosive power that transfers to the mats. It also helps you to develop repeated power output, which is needed for matches and tournaments. Here's where the Conjugate Method becomes elite for grapplers. It emphasizes general physical preparedness. A couple of modalities used to build GPP is sled work, heavy carries, core work, belt squat marches, and reverse hypers. GPP builds work capacity without frying your CNS. You can train hard in the gym and still be able to perform on the mats. But hey, don't take my word for it though. Look at some of the top grapplers in the sport who implement this method. For example, Dante Leone and his crew out of Adamas Jiu-Jitsu. Dante and company are constantly competing and winning at several different weight classes, sometimes giving up a substantial amount of weight. Yet they stay healthy and continue to develop strength to compete with heavier opponents. In addition, many Division I wrestling programs utilize some form of Conjugate Method. Look inside many strength and conditioning programs around the nation and you will more than likely see Conjugate being utilized. Phil Daru, an MMA strength and conditioning specialist that works with many UFC champions, including Dustin Poirier, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and others, use the Conjugate Method when programming for athletes. The proof is in the results. If you would like me to drop a sample conjugate training method, comment down below.